welcome to Thermomix Adventures. Lisa here. Hey look, this month we are doing habit stacking with our Thermomix. Now often I hear the number one reason why people don't use their Thermomix actually comes down to habits. Okay, and so this month, being that it's February, and often we set New Year's resolutions beginning of January, and about mid-Feb they've kind of disappeared, right? The wheels have fallen off, and what things did we want to do differently? What changes did we want to bring? And we've kind of forgotten it in the whirlwind of life. So I thought this is a really great month to actually start putting some intentionality into using our Thermomix so that our Thermomix serves us well. Because time and time again, I see homes transformed when they use their Thermomix well. But you know what? Starting off a new habit, starting something different that you've been doing a certain way for your entire life can often be really, really hard. And it's, it just takes a little stress or a sickness or something, and we convert back to old ways, which are often a lot harder. So this month, I've got some hints and tips to help you create really good habits to get the most out of your Thermomix. And obviously, just like last month, I have a download for you. So head over to Thermomix Adventures, which you can find on the QR code over there. If you scan that, it will take you to my website. Subscribe and you will have already got this. This will be in your email account. Today I'm putting it up on the blog, so keep an eye out, okay? It is Monday, and this is what I'm cooking through this month. You'll notice there are 4 drinks, 4 healthy snacks, 4 healthy lunches, salady type things, and 4 dinners, okay? Really intentional about that. And you know what? If you can put 2 of these dishes or 2 other dishes on your planner for the week ahead on Cookie Do, you will start building really good habits, okay? But I'll talk more about that later. We're going to make an amazing smoothie today, okay? We're going to make, off here, I've got the Muesli Smoothie. Now, it's quite warm here at the moment, and so we are drinking a lot of cooling kind of drinks. You'll notice yesterday I did a beautiful fruit, or was it the day before, fruit ice cream for the kids, and the Thermomix makes that really easy when you've got a really well-stocked pantry or freezer, okay? That would be my number one tip for today, is to get into your Thermomixing well, you need to be well-stocked. Okay, well-stocked meant on the weekend, I could whip up that ice cream for the kids. I could whip up the frappe for us. I can now make this amazing drink. So planning and being organized, if you can't just kind of go, let's use the Thermomix and then not have ingredients hanging around to do so, all right? So number one is get organized. Spend 10 minutes on a Sunday, 15 minutes on a Sunday, organizing what you want to do the week ahead. And then find time, it may not be your Sunday for you, but find then time to grab the ingredients. And I particularly shop for my protein, all right, because that's the thing that runs out. We use it, so it runs out. My pantry, I buy in big bulk things. And you guys know I buy from Honest to Goodness online. It gets delivered to my door. They're in 5-kilo boxes, bags, and I put them through the freezer one go at a time. And then I just put them in, I actually put them in our spare room cupboard. And they sit there until we need them. So I always know I've got rolled oats. I always know I've got rice. I always know I've got seeds and nuts. Okay, so that's how we do it, so that I know that if I have to, I can open the pantry and I can bake something and it can still be healthy. So today, though, we're making this beautiful muesli smoothie. Now, it did say to pre-soak the oats the night before, but you guys know me. Pre-organization, not my strength. So let's get straight into this recipe. We're going to go to my week. I love the calendar. I love the planner, even though I'm not a planner. I am a fly by the seat of my pants person by nature. Okay, anyone else want to claim to that? Please put it in the chat. Are you an organized person and you know what you're going to make the week ahead? Or are you I kind of know, I have a general idea, or are you, we'll just go with the flow and see what comes, okay? So I do find having these beautiful videos and turning up for you guys does make me a little more organized, but not always. Like I only decided half an hour ago, today we're doing muesli smoothie, but I also knew that I had manky apples that the kids didn't want to eat. Hello, Renee, lovely to have you on. And so I knew that I needed to use these apples, which is why I looked at the planner and thought, anything on there with apples? Otherwise, I would have been looking at things like apple. I often use apple as a sweetener in pikelets for my kids. We try and avoid as much sugar as we can. It's not always possible, and I'm a realist about that. But, I will use the apples as a sweetener instead. I'll chop them in first and then make pikelets on top. Things like that. I love that you've got a well-stocked pantry, Renee. It makes things so much easier. At least that's a starting point. Hey, you can bake. Even if you don't have your main meals sorted, you've got the baking sorted if your pantry's sorted. All right. So I am tripling this recipe because it makes 2. Now I could have gone in and edited it, but when it comes to drinks and this has only got a small amount of steps, I can do that in my head. If it was a long curry or something, yes, I would probably have gone in and edited it and scaled it up, but I can do a drink times 3. That I can do. So it says to place 8 pitted apricots in a bowl. I don't have pitted apricots, however, I had frozen mango, and in the tips it says I can swap that over. So happy days with that. It then says to place a bowl containing apricots on a mixing bowl lid and place into it 25 grams of muesli. Okay, now I don't have muesli, I've just got rolled oats, boring old rolled oats. Okay, so on the top, and by the way, the best way to actually do this, let me just show you, is to have your lid in place. And then you can tear your scale. Oh, obviously you need to have your empty container on top, but you can tear your scales back, okay? And then you'd put into it your 25 grams, or in my case, multiplied by 3, 75 grams, all right? Next up, it's asking for some skimmed milk. I don't have skimmed milk. Don't let that stop you, all right? Almond, this is actually a mix of almond milk that I like, commercial carton almond milk, because at the moment we are not as organized as I'd like to be. I love the idea of making it, and I often can get ahead of myself, but not always, okay? So this, just the realist in me, this is how it goes. So that is actually a mix of cow's milk, almond milk, what was left in the carton, and a little bit of whey from cheese making. I did some ricotta over the weekend, okay? By the way, if you haven't checked out my cheese course on my website, check it out. Great way to learn how to make halloumi and feta, and I'm adding more and more stuff to that course, so do check that out. So obviously I've put 600 grams of skimmed milk in there as well. And then it says set aside overnight, okay? Yeah, no, I don't know, I'm not gonna do it overnight. I'm just gonna do it for the last half an hour. Okay, or however long it's taking me to set up, probably about 15 minutes. So now into this bowl, it wants us to put, so it says allow to soak in the fridge overnight. Now we're going to add 25 grams of fruit muesli. Okay, so I'm going to put in 75 grams of just rolled oats. There it goes. 200 grams of skim milk. Now, I have yogurt that we make all the time. Currently, and I know people are going to ask, I'm going to tell you, currently I'm doing the in-bowl yogurt. Okay, that's the one on our TN6 that you make. I make 2 litres at a go in the bowl. It sits in there 8 to 12 hours overnight at 37 degrees using fermenting mode, and then I decant it out, okay, into containers. So I'm going to use that today, all right? And I'm going to be using 600 grams. It's going to be a bit thicker for that, but I do have some water on hand if I need to. You can see how creamy that is. Such a cost saver, by the way, if you're looking to save money with your Thermomix, making your own yogurt using, you know, the cheap milk, amazing, okay? I am watching the scales up on the screen up there. So get some good biotics into you. And by the way, you can make your next batch of yogurt. If you're not a yogurt person by nature and you've not done it, you can actually use your previous batch of yogurt. I'm going to stop there because I think I'm going to have to add water to it. So we'll see how we go. Yum. So next, we've got 1 apple approximately cored. So obviously I'm putting 3 in, okay? All right, so I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to show you what I've got in here and dump it all in. So I've got 3 apples, which were all ones that the kids have turned their nose up. They've got bruises in the side. Do you know how you buy the packets of apples and there's like 2 underneath that always are wrong? That's those ones. 80 grams of frozen strawberries. So I put 240 grams, and mine are mixed berries out of the packet. And cinnamon I'm not up to yet. And oh, by the way, there's my frozen mango in there instead of apricot. So let's just get this into the bowl. Let's see if I can make sure it all fits. In it goes. Oh, it's looking amazing already. Love the color. Now, and then I need my cinnamon. And what it hasn't asked me for yet, or maybe I misread the instructions, is actually my soaked oats. So I will jump ahead. Now, obviously it says 1 teaspoon. 3 teaspoons seems a lot. So I'm just going to put in, I don't know, what is that? That's like a heaped teaspoon and a wee bit. We do like cinnamon, but it just seems like a lot of cinnamon. So I'm just going to, yeah, I'm just going to take that a little easy. Now, I just want to check my recipe. Insert the measuring cup. I feel like, yeah, it skipped the step where it's asked me to put my soaked stuff in, or I just can't read. Both is possible. So here comes my soaked goodies in as well. Okay, now you can see it at a 3 times rate. This is a nice full bowl, which is good because with the 6 of us, honestly, and my boys are constantly hungry, I'm really pleased it's a full bowl. But if you're not, a 2 serve is enough for you, okay? So don't feel like you have to go a massive serve on my account. Oh, please tell me I put a measuring cup in. I did, thank goodness. All right, next up, on with the lid. And you can see there it is underneath the max line. The max line is still visible up the top. Happy days. We do want to make sure we always operate within the guidelines of our Thermomix. 1.5 minutes, up to speed 10. Bear with me for 1.5 minutes because I would like to show you the final product. So I won't try and talk over it. Let's spin it up. 1.5 minutes, off it goes. Incredibly impatient. Sorry guys, and thank you to those of you who have lasted 1 minute and 10 seconds. Oh, look at that. It is good to go. So even when you don't have time to soak your oats, it's phenomenal. Yes, you might get it a little bit creamier by soaking your oats, but let me tell you, my kids are not going to worry about that. So this is the beautiful muesli smoothie of cookie dough without the soaking of oats, and obviously for me a 3 times batch because there's 6 of us, okay? Now, by the way, guys, head over to tmxingadventures.com.au later today, find the download of this. I've also found a way that I can completely share every single one of these recipes in a collection to you direct. So I'm going to put that in the blog post as well. So rather than like up to date, you had to actually click on each image and you actually had to individually add them to your cookie dough. Now you'll be able to actually just click one link. They'll all come over and you'll have one there called Lisa's Habit Stacking for this month, and that will be there for you. I think I even went back and did last month, so I'll put that in the blog post today as well so that you can find that there. So they're easily accessible. But the other tip is, if you do have a printer, print them out and stick them on the fridge, okay? Reason being is we are so visual, okay? And often at the end of a day where you're like, okay, I need afternoon tea for the kids, I'm gonna go pick them up soon, or whatever the case might be, it's really hard to come up with a thing to feed them, and it seems more convenient to drop into the bakery or whatever, right? So when you've got it stuck on your fridge, you've got a visual, you've got something you can spin to and go, oh my gosh, I can make an apple little whatever, and you can do that. Or hey, I've got all the ingredients for a muesli smoothie. Let's whip it up. Like most people have frozen berries in the freezer. I reckon you could omit the mango or the apricot, really. You've got oats, you've got some sort of milk you can use. Happy days, you're good to go. So, print this out, and yes, for those of you cookie dough, in the blog today, you'll find the link to be able to grab all of these in one go, all right? But my challenge to you, 2 recipes a week on your Thermomix minimum, okay? Minimum. Now, if that means you're going through today, quickly grabbing 2, making sure you've got the ingredients for it, happy days. If you nail those 2 out before Wednesday, put another 2 on. You can do more. Now, some of you guys don't need this. You guys are in the swing of Thermomixing already, and that is awesome. But often it's hard to break old habits. They die really hard. I know that. I've been doing this for 10 years, Nelly. I know. So, that's what this month is about. I'm going to give you some tips around habits. There's a really cool book I've been reading that I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys as well, helping you get more out of your Thermomix. Now, by the way, also, as well as that, I am looking for people to join my team. So if you are interested in becoming a Thermomix consultant and doing what I do, inspiring people, whether it's going into homes and showing them, or whether it's jumping online and cooking with them, which is what I do now that I live away from where my core customer group was in Brisbane, then let me know. I'd love to talk to you further about that and give you the opportunity, because I love what I do. I love sharing it. I love the Thermomix. It's a great way to either get more out of your Thermomix faster, which is why I joined all these years ago, but it's also a great way, so you can actually get one on our Earn program and get discounts for every sale you get in your first couple of months. Or otherwise, if you've got one already, it's just a great little gig on the side, or a bigger gig if you'd like it to be that. So do let me know if that's something that sparks your curiosity. Send me a DM and I'll send you more information. You can decide if that's right for you. But otherwise, thanks Carissa for jumping on today. It's lovely to have people on and cooking for people. I know I'm not always very well timed these days. I find that now school's gone back and life like that, I'm a bit more sporadic, but you'll always find this up here. I never take these videos down, and if you struggle to find a video, you will always find it over on YouTube, because I record these at the same time and they jump over to YouTube as well. All right, so otherwise, thanks for jumping on today, Renee, and saying hi. It's lovely to have people on, and I can't wait to see you guys later. Check this out. If you're subscribed, you'll already have it in your inbox, but otherwise, I'm going to get to it right now. So give me an hour and go to tmxingadventures.com.au and it will be over there. But take care. Oh, you know what? I want to pour this out for you. I brought a nice clean glass to show you what it looked like. So let's see if I can do it without spilling it. I am the queen of spillage. Look at that texture. It is perfectly smoothie textured. All right, look at that. Yum. Now I want to taste it. However, I also want to get a photo, because on YouTube you get the photo at the beginning and the end. Oh, yum. It's very tropically. It's beautiful. I think probably that mango. I would actually swap that mango, guys. Always, you know how it's got apricot? I just do the swap. But I want to drink out of it, but I want to get a photo, because yeah, I put that up at the beginning and end of the YouTubes. But otherwise, guys, take care. Have a great day. If I can help you with anything regarding your Thermomix, don't be a stranger. Reach out. I love to hear from you. You'll find all my details on pretty much everything you download. Anyway, I've got it over on my website. You can connect through there. Otherwise, DM me, PM me, whatever is easiest for you. But take care, and I will see you back here tomorrow for some more Thermomixing, inspiring you to get more out of your Thermomix, because there is so much this can do to serve you well in the kitchen. But take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.